You had mentioned the Twins there with Yohan Duran, of course. Joe Ryan was the name you had mentioned just before we went live here. Emmanuel Clase, a lot of people like to bring up from Cleveland because they are really out of the picture.
What about this name? And then we're going to get to Francisco's super chat, which we appreciate you very much, Francisco. What about Kenley Jansen? Why are you laughing at me? He's on his way to the Hall of Fame.
That's also a question. He's not a first
Your
ballot.
Your mother's on the way to the Hall of Fame. Stop it. Kenley Jansen.
She did something with her life.
Kenley Jansen is, why not?
The thing is, I don't love the idea of Kenley Jansen. I don't hate it because when you're looking in the grand scheme of things, this is Kenley Jansen replacing Will Klein. This is Kenley Jansen replacing Lou Trevino types, you know? So it's not, I don't want Kenley Jansen if he's coming back to close. That's just a fact.
First of all, are you serious right now that you think Kenley you're putting Will Klein and Noah Davis on like the Kenley Jansen?
Noah Davis was already sent to the moon, also known as
I know, but my point is that's the level that you're putting Kenley at now? The Will Kleins of the world? Are you insane?
He's 38. The velo that he somehow found in Boston isn't there. He wasn't great over his final few seasons in Dodger blue. He has often hamstrung Dave Roberts in needing to be the closer, where there were a number of times in the postseason he did not help. Another time in the regular season that he did not help the team win a ball game, and they kept going to him, much like we're seeing right now with Tanner Scott. I think Dave Roberts, and this is a conversation we had on my All Dodger show a couple days ago, I think Dave Roberts is a much better manager when he doesn't have a closer. He's a much better manager of the bullpen, and to have Kenley, and if he comes in being like, I'm trying to get the 500 saves, put me in that closer spot, it can't happen here. Now, if he's picking up innings at any point in time, that's fine. I think there are better moves out there, but I think with this team and the expectations, if they go and pick up Kenley Jansen, and who's to say Artie Moreno, the idiot, wants to even trade with the Dodgers? But if they're going out and picking up somebody, it's got to be a top talent. It's like a top end talent to put alongside Tanner Scott and pick up, that's somebody that can pick up some saves. So maybe Felix Bautista?
Okay.
Baltimore?
Sure. All right, sure. What about moving Dustin May to the bullpen?
All day. Every day of my life, put Dustin May in the bullpen. I'm of the internal options, that is one of my favorites. Putting him there, I would love to see the Dodgers try Bobby Miller in the bullpen at AAA first, because
AAA, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have a future as a starter. They don't necessarily need a starter. If the Dodgers were desperate enough for a starter, they would have tried Bobby Miller at some point. Might as well see if he has some sort of he can offer up something to this team. Emmett Sheehan should be in the rotation right now, but he's likely somebody who's going to be in the bullpen. A couple of rookies that could come back, River Ryan, Kyle Hurt, maybe could be factors for this team, but more likely not, just because they're coming back from Tommy John. They kind of need to be rushed. Dustin May in the bullpen and one more arm via trade, and I think they're in a really, really good spot. And then it's everybody, pray to Jobu, pray to everybody, cross your fingers, light some sage in the hopes that Blake Trinan's forearm can stay together and intact for another postseason run, because that's kind of where this team is going to end up being at.
You're making fun of my internet. I think one of your lights just went out, but that's fine. Did you pull up the super chat with Francisco Diaz?
I did not. Let me get that. Let me get that for you. Here we go. Francisco, what's going on?
Francisco, what's up, buddy? We appreciate you. All reports indicate Muncy will return, but there's a new report that states Doc believes his bone bruise will linger into next season. So should they think about trading for a potential bench bat? No. I mean, not right now. I think you look at that as maybe more of a long... I mean, how can we know how long a bone... I mean, look at Will Smith. I think I said 17 times in that sentence. My English right now is really not really great. So it's going to be great. That's not my English right now. No, I think you're right.
English is as good as your internet.
It's okay right now.
It's fine. It's getting the job done.
Bullpen arm, and let's get some starters back healthy, and I will...
As we move on to the second half of the Major League Baseball season. I want to take a second here in Bleeding Blue. It's usually the time we'd be doing last licks, but don't worry, guys. We're going to get the last licks. We do have a pup to be showing off, but I like to call this keeping your enemies close. Just looking at the National League West and the National League as a whole, all these teams are going to be trying to get better. Dodgers trying to get better. Dodgers currently maintaining that 5.5 game lead over the Padres, 6-game lead over the Giants, 11-game lead over the kind of now irrelevant Arizona Diamondbacks. But
not kind of, they're irrelevant.
Yeah, but looking at these teams here, it's the top 8 in the National League, top 8 records in the NL, and is there any particular team in here that gives you the frights? Maybe not the Padres the way we had them last year, but who scares you? Who worries you the most when it comes to
the top 3 behind us, right? So I mean, the Cubs worry me. I think the Cubs have arguably had a very, very complete team this year. I think Seiya Suzuki and Michael Busch were robbed, although I think Busch ended up going, but whatever. The Cubs worry me. Milwaukee always worries me because I feel like Milwaukee is the Tampa Bay of the National League, right? Like Milwaukee doesn't have a massive payroll. I do like their owner. I think Milwaukee has a very good owner in Mark Antanasio. But I just feel like they're always in it and they always find a way, and they're just kind of talk about bring your lunch pail to work type of folk. I mean, like the Brewers, like the Cerveceros, right? I just feel like it's a blue collar, like hard nosed community. And the Phillies, I've always worried me.
Yeah.
I like the Phillies. If I wasn't a Dodger fan, I'd probably be a Phillies fan. But those teams, they make me nervous. I mean, it all depends. I don't think Phillies bullpen is that great. But I don't think ours is that great right now either. Yeah, Steven, I'm with you. The Phillies worry me too.
That's my
again,
team,
like
by the way.
anything can happen, in that short, 5-game series. Like that's what worries me. The problem with baseball, I think, is that, I mean, in football, you have 18 games, 17 games, 17 weeks. And it's like, you play once a week, and it's easier, I think, to separate the good teams from the crappy teams. Baseball, you can have a garbage team, but maybe not the Rockies, but anybody can get hot at the right time.
Yes.
And then you're screwed, right? So the 5-game series scare me a little bit, but yes, to answer your question, I think the standings are pretty fair for where teams are sitting right now in terms of the quality of the opponent.
Yeah, no, that's very fair. I mean, these are the teams, maybe outside of St. Louis, these are kind of the teams you would expect to be in the hunt, in the race. The Phillies scare me the most. I think they just have some big time bats there that love to do damage against Dodgers pitching. Giants, we know, very good ball club. Padres always get it up playing against the Dodgers. The Mets have something to prove against the Dodgers as well. Cubbies, we saw the Brewers, take it to the Dodgers just a week or so ago, and of course they're coming to LA very, very soon.
They swept them.
Yeah.
Here's what's interesting. I think it'll be interesting. This next. It's probably more of a indication of how good the Red Sox are actually right now, because the Red Sox will play the Cubs, the Phillies, and the Dodgers. So we'll really see if the Red Sox are for real. But the Cubs and the Phillies, they have some interesting schedules as well. The Red Sox, I think, have the hardest remaining schedule moving forward. But the Phillies are always good, and that team, I mean, that lineup is very, very dangerous. Again, though, their bullpen is crap, and their closer's not eligible for the postseason. So there's that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
sorry about it.
That
doesn't mean Dombrowski can't go get somebody, though. Although everybody that's contending is looking for relief help, and it's not. Maybe they go get Felix Bautista.
Yeah, that's going to be another big part of the conversation. We'll probably talk about that more next week. Again, we can sit here and say, "Oh, I want this player. I want this player. I think they can go get this player." But all of these teams, again, I'll put that graphic up yet again. All of those teams are also going to be in the mix on all of the favorite players that you would like to see come put on a Dodger uniform. So it's going to be that much more difficult to acquire these players, these pitchers, these relievers, these top end closers.
But doesn't it make it more fun? Don't you? I appreciate this way more than I appreciate the American League. That I think there's a much easier path. Like of course, the Dodgers are going to win the division. Of course, the Dodgers are going to the postseason. But I do like it makes baseball exciting. I start scoreboard watching March 31st. Okay, so when everyone's jockeying for position, I love it. I just think it's great for baseball. The more parity there is in the league, the better it is for the fan base, the better it is for the sport.
I agree. But fun stuff. We're a couple weeks away from things really. Actually, we're probably like a week away from things really, really starting to heat up. We've already seen a couple of low-level trades kick off the trade deadline, but that's not the good stuff. Give us the blockbusters. We want the meat and the potatoes. We don't want the appetizers.
Do you think there's going to be blockbusters? I don't know.
I mean, it also depends on how we.
I think there's going to be complementary pieces. I don't see anything massive like happening at the trade deadline. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Not with us. I don't think we're going to get like. I remember flying and it was like, oh my god, we got